New series alert, we are going to be doing the letdown list, which is essentially beauty misses and also hits. So this is kind of a hits and miss video. Also, before we get started, don't forget to subscribe. This is going to be a roundup of products that came out recently. I tried them and I just didn't like them. I'm also gonna include a couple products that shocked me as well. I guess I could call them hits, but not necessarily favorites, which is why we have a separate favorites video. So just wanna differentiate between all the different tiers we got going on the channel now. This is essentially data research, if you will. So if you want to see the makeup and skincare this time that let me down and that I was shocked by, then let's just get into this video. Unfortunately, the Anastasia Beverly Hills Micro Strokes pen, I think this just wasn't a product for me, for my brow style, for my brows in general, and that's okay. So I just want to preface this whole entire thing by saying there isn't necessarily bad products, but there are just some products that are not gonna be for me or for you, and that's okay. Every once in a while, there are some pretty bad products that I think are just bad overall, but that is not the case with any of these today. So this specifically isn't a bad product, but it just doesn't work for me and my makeup style, my makeup preference, how much brow hairs I have. I think it would be great for someone who's really building a brow from scratch, doesn't have a ton of brow hair. You could easily make faux brows with these pens. I don't see myself continuing to use it or purchasing it in the near future. The next thing, I kind of hinted at this in my most recent full face of new makeup videos, but I'm going to officially put them on the letdown list today. And that is oh my gosh. Starting with the Urban Decay Naked Shape palette. I have it in the cool tone shades. There's also a warm tone palette as well. Here's the thing about this palette. I don't hate the palette. I don't think it's a bad palette, but I'm just not super excited about it. I hardly ever reach for it unless I'm forcing myself to make content with it. I love that it has cool tones. I love that it has creams, powders, mattes, shimmers, all the things that you would want, but something about it just doesn't do it for me personally. And I feel like I've mentioned this before about Urban Decay, but I feel like their innovation is very much so lacking. I don't even know what I would want to see from them, but I just feel a little let down with their most recent and new products coming out. I haven't been like super excited about anything. Don't get me wrong, they have a ton of holy grails, but this was just lacking, and I just know it's not a favorite, it's not a hit, because I hardly ever reach for it. That's like the telltale sign for me, is when I have a product but I never reach for it. That's really how I know. And vice versa, when I know something is a hit, I will use it for the first time and I will want to keep grabbing for it, keep reaching for it, keep using it over and over and over again. To be honest, if you follow me on all of my platforms, I think it's really easy to tell what my makeup favorites are, because I constantly use the same products over and over when I like them. Moving on to the next makeup product that let me down is the Hourglass, what are these called? The Curator palettes. These are so cute. They're like little gold nuggets. They have quite a few different colorways, but again, I just don't find myself ever reaching for them unless I'm forcing myself to, and they're just so expensive for what they are. I get it with the Hourglass holiday palettes. It's like almost like a collector's item. They're such beautiful palettes. I feel like they're Hourglass's bread and butter, but these palettes, I think they're just nothing special. They're not bad, which is nice because they are pretty pricey. Coming in at $68 for 4 shades is actually kind of crazy. And to be honest, there's just nothing extraordinary about the palettes and the formulas. Wouldn't recommend unless you are a like full-on Hourglass stan. Just not worth the price, to be honest. Let's go into some makeup hits. This is actually fun. I'm glad we're doing this, because a makeup hit doesn't necessarily mean that it's a product you're gonna see me using over and over, or that I love, or that it's a makeup favorite, but it did shock me. I'm intrigued. I want to keep using it to really see if it's something that's gonna become a makeup favorite for me, which one of these I'm pretty sure is. But there's only 3 products. This isn't something that's completely new, but Huda Beauty did come out with Easy Bake Powder Duos, including a peach shade and a pink shade. Peach shades are essentially to color correct, and the pink shades are to brighten. So now you can mix them together. You get half and half. You can use one, you can use both. I think it's just a nice, cool, innovative way to market one of their best seller products. You will see this again in the near future. The next product I want to talk about is the Makeup Forever HD Skin Full Cover. I've still only used this a couple of times, but I'm very intrigued. I used it today. I think PR package came with powders, so I'm gonna also have to try the powders with this. Expect a review on this soon on YouTube Shorts, on TikTok, on Instagram, somewhere in my short videos. I probably will be doing some type of review, so I wanted to give it a mention. And then the last product that really surprised me that I want to put on the makeup hit list is the Mango People Hydrating Glossy Fruit Lip Stain. Oh my god, I did it this time. When I filmed that short video, I had to say that so many different times, but I got it. I think I traumatized from the last time we did that video, but I am so shocked. Mango People is very natural, very like made with real fruits and pigment and like just very natural ingredients, natural coloring, all of those things. So it's a step beyond clean makeup in my opinion. I'm a full glam girly, so a lot of their products don't necessarily resonate with me because it's just not my makeup style, but I was genuinely shocked by this hydrating glossy lip stain because it is so beautiful. The pigment is crazy. It's a lip gloss, but you leave it on for 10 minutes and it becomes a lip stain. I didn't even leave it on for 10 minutes in Pink Bangle. Pink Bangle is the one, in my opinion. I even noticed the stain on my lips the next morning, so it was very powerful. I mean, I do think it's because I was playing with it, putting it over and over and over and wiping it off, putting it on for filming purposes, but I was shocked. So this just really shocked me. I'm gonna use it again. I was so impressed by it that I had to include it in this video because is it gonna become a makeup favorite for me? I don't know about that, but I think for someone who likes lip stains, you might really enjoy this product. So I wanted to mention it. On to some skincare letdowns. I've been actually trying to try 2 things recently with my skincare, and that is drugstore skincare / affordable skincare and also Korean beauty skincare. And I've gotten to try a little bit of both, and unfortunately, both were a letdown. So let's run through them. Tier, I always hear about Tier, always hear about milky toners, and this is the Tier Milk Skin Toner in Light. Refreshing skin, moisturizing, and smoothing. I don't know what it was about this, but it kind of stung every time that I used it on my face. I wouldn't say I have super sensitive skin, so when something does feel a little off, a little funny, I'm always like, that's weird, because it doesn't happen often, but I noticed it kept happening with that, so I kind of just stopped using it. And just in general, you guys know I have an in-depth skincare video. I take my skincare so serious, and I don't use a lot of things that I don't really need, and toner is just one of those things where I'm gonna choose a serum over a toner. I view toners as helping with large pores, which I don't really have necessarily. So it's not something that's usually in my skincare regimen. So I don't think I'm missing anything without that, but I wanted to give it a try. The next K-beauty thing I tried is this Sunboon Editor. It's a deep collagen retinol power boosting capsule cream. So you've probably seen it like viral on TikTok, but it has like these little beads. And I guess you're supposed to grab those beads and kind of like open them, I think. You know what? Should I give this another try? I might have been trying too many new things at once, but that also stung my skin. I was shocked. I did try them at the same time, so I don't know, maybe it was a little overhaul for my skin, so maybe I should give that one more try. If any of you guys have tried this, please let me know. I'm looking at it now, like I'm trying to get into retinol a little bit. I might give it one more try, but I have a feeling that it's not for me, so I wanted to mention it. I was just let down by both because they're both Korean beauty and I always hear such good things, so I had to try it for myself, and that's where we're at. Next thing that was a definite letdown. I think the Face Shop is also Korean beauty. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this is the light cleansing oil from their Rice Water Bright line. I did see this in Target the other day, so I was like, oh, interesting. I hated that. I really hated that. I hated the feeling of it. I hated the texture of it. It's very oily, very thin. It's like that dry, oily feeling. If you know, you know. I could only use it once. Like I did not like that at all. Skincare for me, I'm all about texture and I'm all about experience, and that was not a good experience, not a good texture. Don't recommend. I really, if you cannot tell, I really did not like that at all. Unfortunately, next are some drugstore skincare, affordable skincare from the same line. This is from the L'Oreal Revitalift line. I'm enjoying the hyaluronic acid serum so much, but the 2.5% hyaluronic acid and caffeine eye serum is just not for me. I'm someone who has normal to dry skin, and I feel like this is so lightweight that it's just not enough for my skin. So if you're looking for a lightweight under eye gel, then you could try this. I also love that it has those metal balls for a little bit of like cooling, depuffing action. I loved that, but it just isn't enough for me personally as someone with dry skin. And then the L'Oreal Revitalift with sunscreen, I was just not a fan of this. It reminds me of like old school moisturizers. I don't know, I feel like I might be kind of bougie when it comes to moisturizers at this point. I love gel cream moisturizers, but this was just like a classic cream type of texture, and I did not like that. I was like, oh yeah, this is not gonna be for me, especially during the daytime, because it has the SPF. I just was not a fan of the overall feeling of it. It's just too heavy for me. That's the end of my skincare letdowns. Let's get into one product. I'm not gonna say it's a favorite yet, but I'm really, really liking it. I have been using a little bit heavier of eye creams. I've been using 2 eye creams, and I felt like I wasn't super in love with them anymore. I know I just said the L'Oreal one is a little lightweight for me, but there's also too heavy and too thick. And as much as I loved the Kiehl's creamy eye treatment with avocado, I do kind of feel like it gave me the milia that I just got removed during a facial, which I'm so happy about. I feel like I was actually putting a lot because I enjoy it so much. I think it might have given me the little texture under my eye, so I did finally stop using it. I almost emptied it. I still want to say that I love it. I don't know for sure if that was the culprit of it, but I just feel like it was time to move on to something new, and I got this from Clarins. It's the Total Eye Lift Retinol-like technology. And like I said, I'm trying to experiment a little bit more with retinol. This is retinol-like technology, which is kind of cool because I think retinol can be a little bit scary adding it into your routine. And so far, I really like that. It's like the perfect texture. It's not too thick, it's not too heavy. It's perfect. I've been using it morning and night and really enjoying it. So I wanted to include it on skincare hit, which the hits today are just stuff that I have tried and instantly had a good reaction to, want to continue using. Are they favorites? Not yet, but they could potentially be favorites. And that is all of the products that I have for you guys. At first I was like, it's not enough products, but since I'm a yapper, I feel like this was more than long enough. I actually thought it was gonna be a shorter video. Let me know if you guys like this concept. Really trying to get better at my job. Which is trying new products for you guys. I'm someone who loves routine and I love using the same products over and over again, but I'm so blessed and lucky that this is my job to try new products and share them with you guys. So I really am trying to get better at trying the new products and giving you guys updates on the whole entire process, from full face of new makeup, first impressions, and letdowns, hits, and then favorites. But like I said, you guys will know my favorites. There will be signs like me using it in every single makeup therapy video. Hint, hint. But yeah, I thought the letdown list was a fun way to share these because I don't hate them, but they did let me down, unfortunately. These are just my personal thoughts on all of these products. So let me know if you guys have tried any of these and you ended up loving them. And also guys, don't forget to follow me on my other platforms to stay up to date on everything on Instagram and TikTok. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye.